Alright, working on a different car today, the Javelin. Run a tank of gas through all these cars before winter hits. This one and the Blackbird don't need too much work, so I'm going from easy to hard. This one, last summer it had backed out a couple of header bolts, and I think it cooked this header gasket right there, just chipped apart. Not too bad though. That's a Mystery Gasket Ultra Seal gasket. I'm just gonna put the same thing in because if you recall, I matched the heads and the header to this size port exactly. So I'm gonna put those in, give it an oil change, lube it up, and then just drive it around. And then I'll probably put it away. Maybe we'll go for a ride if it's nice out a little later. These header bolts, it's like you put them in cold, and then you want to tighten it when it's hot, heat cycle it, tighten it again. Constantly got to stay on top of them things, otherwise they just back out and give you problems. Motor does have a solid lifter roller cam in it. I'm gonna lash it up too after I get done with these header gaskets. Back to what this gasket got cooked. Looks like it failed here and here as well. No fault of the gaskets. It's really my fault for not maintaining it properly. Cars really are an incredible amount of maintenance just to keep them on the road, especially when you start putting performance parts on it like that. The bolts I'm using are ARP, and they have a 5/16 inch head. A 3/8 would be too big, you wouldn't be able to get in there good. You can get the leverage on it with a long box end like this. So any other type of bolt, you'd really be struggling and you wouldn't be able to do it properly. With this super competition header, looks like both sides needed this. Just pop the valve covers off. Yeah, if you go back in the video series, we had actually rolled the edge on this through the chrome, and the chrome's still sticking on there years later. Here's a look at the valve train. Motor seems to be good and healthy yet. Pretty cold yet. Referring to the last video, I was looking at the parking lights on this car. Check this out. Click, parking lights on. And I never really worried about it with this car because it has a marker light there. 2 clicks, headlights on, parking lights off. This car has a typical GM headlight switch. What do you guys think? Should I do the parking light mod to this car too? I'm filming the moon here. I tell you what guys, that thing is way closer than what they claim it to be. And if you believe we landed on the moon back in the 60s, there's no way.